Want to come join? Latte. This video is about you. To look proper. Hey, my name is May, like the month, and today I'm going to be talking about my cat. I think I did a video, it was kind of like a conglomerate of topics of like sobriety, something, and my cat. I forget what it was, but it was like 7 months ago, might as well just be a year ago. The days are blurring together. Living alone and staying at home for the past 9 months has been a blessing and a curse at the same time. It's hard because I've been realizing like, oh, I haven't used my voice or I haven't spoken for like hours on end, like tens of hours on end. And that's why I found a new appreciation for Latte and just the presence she gives me and how cool, calm, and collected she always is. It gives me inspiration. I'm like, okay, she can be nonchalant about everything. I can be nonchalant as well. That being said, I just wanted to take the time and the moment to talk about this girl right here. And I know how much you guys love her, and it just brings me so much joy. She brings me so much joy, right? Hello? This is Latte. I adopted her 3 years ago from the Toronto Humane Society. She is, I think, around 11 years old, so she's my golden gal. She is, I think, 66 in cat years, so I'm just trying to give her the best years of her life of just relaxation and comfort and just all the cuddles, right? Right? Oh, you like that? A little under the chin moment. Oh, love to see it. I always wanted a cat in my life, and I think that they're the most adorable little creatures. So I went there on a pipe dream that a cat would like me back, and I saw this lump in the corner in this like pretty medium-sized box. Let's be honest, I can't even say tiny box. She's a big girl. I saw this butt. I'm like, who's that? And they were like, oh, well, she's a little bit of a special case. Previously in her life, she's been adopted 3 times and given back 3 times because she she misses the litter box sometimes. I'm like, you know what, baby? I have hardwood floors. It's totally fine. And they basically said, they were like, okay, well, you can take her for a month, basically saying that they know that I'm going to bring her back. And I'm like, I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna bring her back home for a month, and if it's not a good fit, and if she's unhappy, then I'll bring her back. Totally fine. 3 years later, we're here, and we're loving it, right? With her story, and just hearing how many times that she's been like rehomed and given back, I personally really resonated with it because, again, in my past life, I moved 9 times in a span of 3 years. So I get it. I get the trauma and the stress and just like not having a permanent home and like having your life being changed in an instant. So when I looked at her and I heard about that, I'm like, oh, she's coming home with me no matter what. She's a big girl. When I got her, she was a lump. I'm talking circular. Like, she was in shape if round in a circle is a shape. And her diet was expensive, and it still is expensive. But I always say, invest in your body. That's why when people ask me how much my tattoos are, and they're like, oh, why do you spend so much money like on your tattoos and on yourself? I'm like, I think my body's an investment. And same thing with her. So she's on a diet. And it's pricey. It's a pricey diet. And you're still chunky. I look at her, I'm like, you know what? She's 66 years old. She's a senior. She's my senior. I feel like if she had a voice, she would be that woman at the gas station selling underage kids cigarettes. Like, it's raspy. It's like Roz from Monsters, Inc. Like, that's the kind of energy she gives me, and it makes me so happy. But she's my grump. And she always looks sad and always looks disappointed in me, and it's totally fine. Latte's favorite things to do is obviously sleeping in sunspots. She loves a good cuddle. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you would know that all she does, if I'm sitting down, she'll come up right next to me and just bat me. She's just like, pay attention to me, which, again, I resonate with because God knows I love attention. She loves chicken, Greek yogurt. She loves popsicles. There's really not much to say about latte, to be honest. She is a simple, sexy bitch. You are. A lot of you have been saying, it's like, oh, you should like do a day in the life of latte and like strap her up with a GoPro and let her roam around. I'm like, oh, that would probably be the most blasé video, because again, she doesn't do much. She loves her scratching pool. She loves to waddle around. She is very quiet, minus the purring, of course, but she doesn't really meow too much, only if I'm beside the food bowl. Then she is a banshee. She's just like, oh, you're in proximity. You're in the radius. Let me scream at you. Let me holler at you for some food. This video is all over the place, by the way. I'm just chatting about latte as if we're all hanging out right now. But I was that person that wanted a kitten. Going into the adoption center, I wanted like a small, boisterous kitten, and I ended up with this giant old girl. And I will have to say, adopting older cats is an absolute delight. Adopting older cats is really freaking neat. And if you're thinking about adopting a cat, I would highly recommend it. Look at this thing. Look at her. You look uncomfortable. But now I just feel like a PSA for adoption. But truly, I mean it with my whole heart. What are some things that Latte doesn't like? She hates laser pointers. Hates them. I bought one being like, oh, she's gonna be so jazzed. This is gonna be great. She's gonna run around. She's gonna love it. She's gonna climb up the walls. She said Spider-Man. Nope. Nope. She said Courage the Cowardly Dog. She looked at it, looked at me, ultimate eyes of betrayal. She's like, what is this? And then proceeded to just run away from it. Like full throttle, like 0 to 60. Hated it. Absolutely despised it. So she hates laser pointers. She doesn't like being woken up, which is like, oh, schmood, because I hate to be woken up as well. And what else do you not like? Do you not like? She loves people. Like, anyone that comes into my apartment likes them more than me. Now I'm like, you don't pay rent. I feed you. I provide. And you still like someone else better? It's rude. But yeah, what else does she not like? She's just an all-around caring girl. She's lovely. Anyways, I just wanted to take the moment to introduce you to my cat. You see her a lot on Instagram. You've been seeing her on TikTok. And just wanted to have a solid video out to be like, this is my cat. She's 11. She's fat. She's pretty fucking cool. She has been in my life for over 3 years now, and I don't regret one moment with her. I love you. You're the best. I hope you guys have a great day. Sorry for this video being like not very planned or like kind of haphazard. And if you have any questions about her, please feel free to leave them in the comments. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Oh, see, I don't want to move now. I don't want to turn off the camera. She's like, look at her. She is absolutely loving the sun. She's like, yes, get that vitamin D. Oh, before I sign off, she doesn't care about anything. I know I said that before, but I'll say it again. Look at those. What is that? Who are you? Let you down now. Bye. Oh, reaching.